We just got the ruling in from the judge in San Francisco, Charles Breyer, who ruled that President Trump's call up of the National Guard, federalizing the National Guard, was unconstitutional.
The judge wrote, "At this early stage of the proceeding, the court must determine whether the president followed the congressionally mandated procedure for his actions. He did not. His actions were illegal, both exceeding the scope of his statutory authority and violating the 10th Amendment to the United States Constitution. He must therefore return control of the California National Guard to the governor of the state of California forthwith." Gavin Newsom came out and applauded the decision, writing, "Breaking, the court just confirmed what we all know. The military belongs on the battlefield, not on our city streets. This win is not just for California, but the nation. It's a check on a man whose authoritarian tendencies are increasing by the day. End the illegal militarization of Los Angeles now, Donald Trump. History is watching." If we've learned anything about Trump over the past decade, it's that he views any legal constraint as merely a suggestion. Remember, this is the same guy who spent 4 years as president trying to weaponize the Justice Department, fire FBI directors, pressure state officials to find non-existent votes. The idea that he's going to quietly accept a federal judge telling him he can't deploy the National Guard is not something I'd want to hang my hat on. Which brings me to the broader point here, and it's one that should scare every American regardless of party affiliation. What we are seeing is a systematic attempt to militarize domestic law enforcement under the pretense of emergency powers. And if you think I'm being hyperbolic, just look at the pattern. Trump comes into office, immediately declares multiple national emergencies, uses those emergencies to justify unprecedented executive actions, and then when the courts try to step in, he either ignores them or finds workarounds. This is textbook authoritarianism. This is literally the playbook of strongmen around the world, which they use to consolidate power. They create a crisis, real or imagined, then use that crisis to justify extraordinary measures that just so happen to expand their own authority. And the fact that Donald Trump is doing this in Los Angeles, one of the most democratic cities in the entire country, is not a coincidence. This is about sending a message. If you oppose me, I will use the full force of the federal government against you. The question now is whether this ruling is going to hold and whether other judges are going to follow suit. Because, make no mistake, Trump is going to test every single guardrail in our system. He's going to push the boundaries of executive power in ways that would make Nixon blush. And the only thing standing between us and full-blown authoritarianism, knowing full well that the legislative branch isn't going to lift a finger to rein in Trump, is the willingness of federal judges to do their jobs and uphold the Constitution.